And it was amazing. It shocked me, but I knew something that bad happened in Watts.
August the 11th, 1965, the bloodiest riot in 40 years of America's troubled racial history begins. Los Angeles, California, the district called Watts.
My name is Donny Joubert. I'm 59 years old, be 60 next month. I moved to Watts, Nickerson Garden in 65. Well, I knew I came out that morning. I got up, I heard a lot of noise outside. I have these little army mans that I always play with. I always keep them in my window. So I always grab them. I had some in my hand, but as I come downstairs, I come on the front porch, and I see a lot of my mother neighbors, and they all standing around in a circle. I was looking at this one black and white TV, and you could hear them crying, you could hear them upset. And then when you look up in the air, you see black smoke that was like all around. And I knew something had happened. I knew something was bad. And I was just 5 years old. But then I sat down on the porch, and I'm kind of playing with my little army mans. I'm looking and playing with my army mans, but then I held my head down and looked back up. Everything came to life. I witnessed National Guards right there in Nickerson Project. And I'm looking in my hand, I got the same type of army mans in my hand. And it was amazing. It shocked me, but I knew something that bad happened in Watts.
The afternoon fires added to the chaos that is now southeast Los Angeles. Riots, which had quieted down during the dawn, sprang again into full-scale violence this morning. The mayhem continued and new rioting flared in the southeast area.
As I got older, I understood what took place. In 65, I started knowing about everything. Growing up here in the community was, kind of a little rough growing up. But what I loved about back in the days, it was unity. We loved each other no matter what. People took care of other people. You didn't have to want for nothing, and we changed after that.
They pledged an end to gang violence and said they would work to rebuild their neighborhoods, Crips and Bloods, once rivals, working together.
We needed to try to do a truce in Watts, a gang truce in 1992. And during that time, we was meeting, they had the beating of Rodney King. We was meeting prior to the beating, but as the trial went on, the court day went on, the verdict came, and they acquitted every last one of the officers for what they did. And right after that, it exploded. Well, it brought back 65. Just seeing what I seen then and seeing what I looking at now, all the smoke, all the burning, all the things that was damaged and tore down, I knew again that our community was really hurting because of the police brutality, the way we was treated in our own community. We felt like, why our community got to be treated like this and no other person was being treated. It was just because we was black. That's the only way we could see it. It's because the color of our skin. But here, the officers was here to serve and protect, and they supposed to protect all of us. And it was like they were just abusing us, and they made everyone, because you grew up in this area, you had to be either a gang member, criminal, you had to be something in the eyes of them, and it wasn't fair. And then to turn around and see the way George was done, the way that officer kneed him in his neck, wouldn't take his knee off his neck, all the people begging him, and then you could hear this guy calling out that he can't breathe, calling out for his mother. We are tied, and communities have to come together. We have to come together. We have to continue to march. We cannot let up. You have to respect our lives. Black lives matter big time, and you should know. Put yourself in the other shoes. We got kids. We got grandkids, and as a parent, we worry. We worry when our kids go out the door, and that's why you seeing in these marches, it's not just blacks, it's whites, it's Latinos, it's Asians, because people are tired for us. They are tired of what they seen, tired of the mistreatment that they done to African Americans. So that's what we tried to do here in Watch. We formed our march. We didn't have no one breaking windows, no one doing anything, but we just want justice.